stop chasing fast money. Do this instead. Yo, stop what you're doing right now, because what I'm about to say is going to hit you like a truck, and some of y'all are not going to want to hear it. You've been played. Not by a person, not by one company, but by an entire culture that sold you the idea that fast money is the goal, that getting rich overnight is not just possible, it's the only move worth making. And because of that lie, you've wasted time. You've wasted energy. Maybe you've wasted real money chasing things that were never going to work. The crypto coin that was going to 100x, the dropshipping store that made you zero, the MLM that your cousin hyped up at Thanksgiving, the sports bet that was a lock, the passive income guru who charged you $997 for a course that taught you absolutely nothing. Sound familiar? Yeah, I've been there too. Here's the cold, hard truth that nobody building a Lambo lifestyle on Instagram is going to tell you. Fast money is a trap, and slow money? Slow money is the bag. Welcome to Money Fandom, and today we are flipping the entire script on how you think about building wealth, because the real moves, the ones that actually work, don't look sexy. They don't go viral, but they work. Let's get into it. Section 1. Why fast money has you stuck? Let me ask you something real quick. How many times have you gone looking for a shortcut to money and ended up further behind than when you started? Because that's what fast money chasing does. It creates this cycle where you're always starting over, always broke after the last thing didn't work, always on to the next scheme before you've even processed why the last one failed. And the worst part? The fast money culture is everywhere now. TikTok is full of 22-year-olds showing you their Shopify revenue screenshots. YouTube has dudes in rented Ferraris telling you their course will change your life for 3 easy payments of $333. Twitter got people flexing crypto gains from bull markets like it was skill and not just timing. And your brain, your beautiful, hard-working, ambitious brain sees all of that and goes, why not me? Why am I not moving like that? That comparison trap, that's the enemy. Here's what those highlight reels don't show you. The Shopify guy, his store died 6 months later when his one winning product got copied by 500 other sellers. The crypto flexer, he held through the crash and lost 80% of his portfolio. The course seller, his real income is from selling courses, not from doing the thing the course teaches. Fast money is almost always either temporary, luck-based, or someone else's bag at your expense. The people who are genuinely wealthy, not Instagram wealthy, but actually generationally, quietly wealthy, almost none of them got there fast. And the few who did get lucky fast, most of them lost it just as fast because they never built the foundation to hold it. You don't just need to make money, you need to be able to keep it. And fast money never teaches you that. Section 2. The real problem, your relationship with time. All right, real talk. The root of the fast money obsession isn't greed. It's actually something much more human than that. It's impatience born from desperation. When you're struggling, when rent is due, when your account is in the negative, when you're watching people around you seem to have everything figured out, waiting feels impossible. Slow and steady sounds like advice for people who already have enough to be patient. And I get that. For real, I understand that. But here's what I need you to understand. Your relationship with time is literally the most important financial asset you have. More than your income, more than your credit score, more than anything. Wealthy people think in decades. Regular people think in weeks. That's not a character flaw, it's a programming difference. Because when you grow up without financial security, short-term thinking is a survival mechanism. You focus on right now because right now is what's threatening you. But that same survival thinking, when applied to wealth building, will keep you broke forever. There's a study that came out of Stanford called the marshmallow test. They gave kids a marshmallow and told them if you wait 15 minutes without eating it, we'll give you 2 marshmallows. The kids who waited, they went on to have better financial outcomes, better careers, better health decades later. Now, I'm not saying your whole financial future is determined by whether you can wait on a marshmallow, but the principle is real. Delayed gratification is a superpower. And in a world that's constantly selling you instant results, choosing to think long-term is genuinely one of the most rebellious and powerful moves you can make. Section 3. Do this instead. Build a skill stack. Okay, so we've talked about what not to do. Let's get into the real stuff, what you should actually be doing instead. First move, build a skill stack. Here's what that means. Instead of chasing the next money opportunity, you invest your time in becoming genuinely, undeniably valuable at something. Notice I said skill stack, not just one skill, because in today's economy, one skill is a job. A combination of skills, that's a business, that's leverage, that's options. Let me give you an example. Say you learn video editing. Cool, you can get freelance gigs. Now you add copywriting to that. Now you can edit and write compelling scripts. Now you add basic SEO knowledge. Now you can create content that actually gets found online. Now you add client communication and project management skills. Guess what you just built? A full-service content agency. And you didn't need a degree. You didn't need startup capital. You needed time, YouTube tutorials, and consistency. The most valuable skills in today's market, and I'm talking skills that pay serious money, are things like copywriting, video production, web development, social media marketing, sales, data analysis, and AI tools. Every single one of those can be learned for free or cheap online. Coursera, Skillshare, YouTube, Google certifications, HubSpot Academy. The information is not the barrier. Your commitment to sitting down and actually learning it consistently over months, that is the barrier. And most people won't do it. They'll watch 2 videos, get bored, and go look for another fast money idea instead. That means if you do it, if you actually put in the reps, you automatically separate yourself from 80% of the competition just by showing up consistently. Skills compound just like money does. Every new thing you learn makes the previous skills more valuable. And unlike a job, nobody can lay off your skills. Nobody can outsource your expertise. It moves with you everywhere you go. Stop chasing checks. Chase competence. The checks will follow. Section 4. Do this instead. Build one income stream first. Here's another thing the fast money culture got wrong, and this one really burns me up. You've probably seen the content. You need 7 income streams. One income is 2010. Real rich people have multiple revenue sources. And that's technically true, eventually. But what that advice leaves out is the order of operations. Trying to build 7 income streams at once when you have 0 solid income streams is not ambition, it's chaos. It's why so many people are doing 6 things halfway instead of one thing really well. The real move, is to build one income stream until it's stable, scalable, and semi-automated. Then you build the next one on top of it. Think of it like building a house. You don't start putting up walls before you pour the foundation. You don't put the roof on before the walls are up. Everything has an order. So what should your first income stream be? Ideally, something using a skill you're already building, a service you can sell. Freelance writing, graphic design, social media management, video editing, web development, bookkeeping, tutoring. Services are the fastest path to your first $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 per month online because you're trading skill for money directly. No product to create, no inventory, no big startup costs. Once that service income is consistent, then you start thinking about productizing, creating a digital product, building a course, licensing your knowledge, creating content that generates ad revenue. Then, when you have cash flow, you start investing that into assets, stocks, index funds, real estate, things that generate passive income. That's the staircase: service income to product income to investment income. Most people try to skip straight to the third step, and then they wonder why nothing's working. One thing, done well, done consistently, that's the foundation of every real success story out here.